Hello. I just watched Norman Reedus get inside of a box and then exit the box. I'm a little late. I wanted to get lunch. I woke up late. And,
there you have it. Death Stranding director's cut finally confirmed. I hope I make it into the director's
couldn't
cut.
have joined at a better time, I guess. I think.
Just weeks away. Stay tuned. All right, next. It's my honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary actor who dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And we're thrilled to have him here at Summer Game Fest. Jeff Goldblum, how are you, my friend?
Hey, doing great.
Thank you so much, Joffrey or Geoff or sorry, I think it's Jeffrey. Hey, maybe it's Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
That's how I say it, Joffrey.
Thank you so much, sincerely, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, yeah, there is. There is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought
pre-recorded
today?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do. If you don't mind, I've got something here. I'm going to read it on this. There's a little bit of a teleprompter that they're putting up here, so I'm going to read something because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this.
The Fly, the video game.
Dramatic reading of this game announcement. Ready? I'm going to make the game announcement right now. Hello. I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights. It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos.
Space Nautica.
Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called evolved. Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere.
Why did they get Jeff Goldblum for this? Oh, because dinosaurs.
We ignored all the warnings.
I wonder if it's directly Jurassic Park or if it's just like...
Lessons.
Yeah, it has to be.
Used our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy.
Don't do another take.
We weren't careful.
We leave the in.
Here we are. This is a very different world.
Didn't the Planet Coaster people make this? Got the Jurassic Park money to promote a game where you just build a little park. And they hired Jeff Goldblum. I wouldn't mind Goldblum.
New album, Jubilee, is out now, and her book, Crying in H-Mart, is a New York Times bestseller. Here
narrating
now,
my life.
Rider from the upcoming open-world game Sable by Raw, Fury, and Shedworks. It's Japanese breakfast.
That's a hell of a name.
Come in to me, show us the way I'm caught.
Well, the positive is that I don't have to worry about getting claimed, because this could all be removed. Even though, like, Joff actually emailed me personally and said, it's okay, we pre-cleared the music. Which I don't believe, but also he just carbon copied me. It was a BCC, so I'm sorry to say, Joff doesn't actually know I exist. These cool visuals. Alpha gameplay. Oh, right, because gameplay plus music. I see. Kind of reminds me of Empire Ants a little bit. The song. The game reminds me of a number of things. I guess Journey would be the most obvious comparison. Okay, I have to turn my air conditioner off. Anyway, welcome to my E3 coverage. This is E3. Welcome to it. It's the coverage. I'm not going to be here for all of this, for Jeff's Summer Games. I'm just not. I have a session. I have a studio session. I don't really want to miss it for this, which is fine. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jeff does a good job at getting people together for video gaming. I'm sure there's going to be some cool stuff. Maybe Valve? I'll probably miss that. But my plan is to record something later. You know, watch what I missed, record it. If I missed anything worthwhile. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of other E3 stuff, too. I'm going to be, hey, Jeff, I'm going to be doing a variety of E3 things pre-recorded, and I don't know how we're going to release it, but we'll put it online, and you're watching it right now, so...
Now, today is just the start of Summer Game Fest. Day of the Devs with IM8-Bit and
Day of the
Double Fine
Dead
will immediately follow the live show today, and there are more events coming all weekend and all month, including the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on Sunday. It's going to be a good one.
Can't wait for Garfield.
Now, though, we're thrilled to announce the upcoming Western release of a spectacular 3D, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Welcome to the world of Lost Ark from Smilegate RPG and Amazon Games.
Man, at what point is Amazon Games just going to have every company under it? Like that one company that owns Coke, Pepsi, Popeyes, Berg,
is now
other Berg.
A relic from the half-remembered chain war. But now, our world has been torn once again. The demons have returned. With roaring destruction and waking nightmares.
Well, when things start moving quickly, I can't really see what's happening. Because the bitrate gets shit rated. Okay, so you know it's E3 when music and gameplay are a bit, I'm going to use the word anachronistic. Don't mind me for using a big stupid word, it's dumb. But this is going to happen a lot, I think. Also a lot of pop songs repurposed into slow piano epic music. So
Turn to myths to prove that not all is lost.
I mean, the game itself reminds me of Diablo, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, that kind of thing. Just huge. Big, epic game tone.
Sometimes when you play a game, there's that one thing in your inventory which turned out to be far more useful than you first realized. That's kind of like Prime Gaming. If you're an Amazon Prime member, and most of you probably are, you get a ton of gaming goodies every month. This month, you can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex Legends, and more that you can unlock. It's awesome value, and honestly, this kickoff show would not have been possible without the Prime Gaming folks believing in my vision for a new way to bring you the news this summer. So, head over to gaming.amazon.com.
Hell yeah,
to
Jeff.
check out
Get that
all the
Amazon
perks
bank.
and free games, which change every month, but you get to keep them forever.
Big paycheck. Big paycheck. I am no longer beholden to Amazon. Well, I never really was. I just had to not say the bad word. You know what word I'm talking about. Bingus. Oh, and I couldn't show accidental Blade Runner booba.
Okay, right now I'm honored to be joined by Johanna Ferris, the new GM of Call of Duty. Johanna, it's so great to have you with us here on Kickoff Live. Everyone is so excited about what Call of Duty's been doing with all these seasons, and I know looks like next week, June 17th, Season 4.
Yes, we're super excited. We're super honored to be here, so thank you first and foremost.
I'm waiting for the
It's
World
such
War
an
II
amazing
version
time
of
for Call Duty.
Warzone.
We're experiencing such transformational growth and dynamism across the entire brand, you know, from premium title releases to everything we'll talk about today, with Warzone, with mobile, with esports. So it's just super incredible, all the work, and shout out to everybody in the Call of Duty.
Two of those words
every day.
Yeah, no, you've been, I know.
went to the core of my spine.
Rambo, Die Hard, now.
Mobile
Who knows
and
what's in store for
esports.
Season 4, but you guys,
And shook me to my very
continually updating
core.
the game now with new stuff. Season 4 is coming next week. What can you, this is first info on it, so what can you tell the fans watching around the world?
Yeah, we're stoked. It's
Excuse me.
jam-packed with new content across Cold War and Warzone. You know, you've got new weapons, we've got new maps, we've got badass new operators. I'm super excited about the hijacked gulag. We've got expanded zombies
Weed
content
skins.
for everybody who loves that part of, you know, the gameplay experience. So we're thrilled, and I'm excited to bring it forward a little bit here today.
I know, we've got the first look world premiere trailer of Season 4, so let's take a look at that now.
Weed guns.
Do what you are told, and you get to live. You understand? I knew you were a smart one.
There's actually a story thread throughout all of Warzone.
Secure the site. Cold War just turned hot.
Oh, this is Cold War. Hang on a minute. No, this isn't Warzone. Warzone, good. Cold War, it didn't really do it for me. Warzone is still fun.
Raptor 1, my team's about to be overrun.
What the fuck are those things?
I am death.
What is Call of Duty anymore? You know what? Good. That's good. I want to kill zombies and giant flame creatures from Lord of the Rings. That's fine.
That looks so fun, and 1 week away.
1 week away.
All right, well, let's move on to, you first joined
1 week
Activision
away,
to run,
1 week
Call of
away.
Duty Esports, and we're going to talk a little bit now about what is the World Series of Warzone, which is going to start on June the 22nd. First of all, tell us, what is World Series of Warzone?
Yeah, we're super excited about it. It's really a new way for us to highlight competitive Call of Duty. You know, we've got great success going with Call of Duty League, and now we've got some of the biggest names in gaming battling it out in Verdansk for what will be the biggest prize pool.
Whomst
in
are these
Warzone,
names in gaming?
Since its launch.
Miyamoto,
Right? So,
Kojima.
We'll talk a little bit about what that entails, but
Sakurai.
custom lobby experiences, 150
Phil
player
Spencer.
to a
Sorry.
side squad. So I'm stoked to see how they kind of rally here in Verdansk.
Yes, and coming
Mario.
up very soon, June 22nd, looks like
Sonic
Twitch Rivals is going to be a part
in
of this.
Verdansk.
We are honored to be in partnership with Twitch, always, right? But certainly here with World Series of Warzone and partnering with Twitch Rivals, who's already done so much to really put competitive Warzone on display. So couldn't be in better partnership there, and we're excited to have everybody tune in.
Yes, there is one thing, though, that everyone has been talking about online, and that's who the captains are going to be for the structure of the World Series of Warzone, at least for the first event.
Yeah.
I understand we've
A
get a
captain?
little bit reveal here of who some of the captains are.
Captain
Yeah, we
Picard?
love the first 5
Wait, there's
captains
captains?
of the first of many events to come.
Like Starship
like
captains?
I said, these are huge
Nade shot.
influencers and personalities in Call of Duty, and they also share our passion for competitive Call of Duty, right? They really believe in the promise of World Series of Warzone and to really level up what it means to really battle it out. So couldn't be happier with some of these names, many of whom also hail from the Call of Duty League
do not
family.
sponsor nerds.
And I'm excited to see who kind of takes the cake here. We'll see.
I was going to say,
Make your
they're all
own
battling
robot
out,
sponsors
in just a
and
couple weeks on
influencers.
Twitch
It's better
Rival.
that
So
way.
It's really exciting to see how much Call of Duty
Using
can grow
AI.
this kind of year-round experience for everyone with so much more content. So we can't wait to see where you're going to take it. And I know there is a big new mainline game coming later this year too, right?
Indeed, indeed. More details to share later on, but Sledgehammer Games is, going to bring forward something truly incredible. So we're excited.
Every year, it's truly incredible until it isn't
There will come a
sometimes.
time and a place for that. All right, Johanna, thank you so much.
But
for
I've heard
All right, we've
it's
got
World
lots
War
of Summer Game
II-ish.
Fest kickoff to go.
It's fine
But
for
right
me.
now, we've got a surprise guest joining us, my fellow Canadian,
Mario.
Ryan Reynolds. Hey,
Oh.
Ryan.
Well, thank you, Jeff. And hello, Summer Game Fest. Now, I know what you're thinking. And no, I'm not here to announce I'm the star of Elden Ring. I think. Instead, no, I'm here to talk about good old-fashioned movies. You remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th called Free Guy. And in this movie, I play an NPC character in a popular open-world video game until I break free and I realize that it kind of sucks to be a lonely background character on an endless walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres. It's
That made a
the first
weird
ever
noise.
Look at our cast on the big screen this August, and honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie.
This is
I
not
didn't say
video
that.
game.
I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
My name is Guy. I thought I had everything I needed.
Mondays, am I right, Joe? You said it.
Is that the Tom Tom
Then
Club
I
song?
met her.
Put these on.
It's a cover of it or a sample. Maybe won't get claimed.
Or something?
Guy.
Oh man. Oh, the Who?
This world.
Oh no, claimed. That's okay. I'm not live.
Wait, that must. And the guy responsible for this world was going to destroy it.
Every Twitch streamer rebroadcasting this shitting their pants simultaneously.
An absolute troll.
Trolls exist.
Roger Daltrey busts down your door and sponges you in the face. He is the type of guy that would do that, truthfully.
That actually hurt my hand.
I have 3 words for you. Blue shirt guy.
This guy is outskilling all these players.
Oh no, was that Ninja?
Saying anything like this.
Who the hell even knows who this blue shirt guy is?
He's also really cute.
The game wasn't even made for someone like this.
Terminate him.
No one contacted me.
Nope.
Mr. Reynolds.
I can't die! I'm never gonna die!
Mr. Reynolds, I have a contact page. If you want to get me in like a last minute cameo, if you need to do some pickup shots, I'm available.
Jacksepticeye, Laserbeam, all those guys who will be in Free Guy. Ryan had to say it. I can't say it yet. All right. Up next, it won multiple awards at the Game Awards, and Among Us just keeps going.
Oh my
now
God.
It's time to hear from Innersloth on what's coming next.
Okay, first-person shooter version, aka Trouble in Terrorist Town. I can't believe we've reached a time in our lives where one of the most popular games in the world looks like this and is introducing a hide-and-seek mode. Mate, I played that in real life when I was 5. I'd play it. I'd play the hide-and-seek mode in this. I kind of feel like for what that game looks like, they could triple the content.
And speaking of Among Us, last year you may remember the very rare Jeff Keighley mask was available as a Twitch drop around the Game Awards, never to be seen again. In fact, I often hear on Twitter from people who get booted from games with the mask because folks think that they're hacked. Well, never fear, today the mask is back. Just head to Twitch, connect your account, and watch 15 minutes or more of Kickoff Live to get your very own Jeff Keighley mask once again, and then it goes back into the vault.
Put a meat mask in the game.
All right. Speaking of independent developers, now I'm very happy to welcome to Summer Game Fest the head of indies at PlayStation, a legend in his own right, who has some exciting things to share, Shuhei Yoshida. Hi, Shu.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone.
I like this guy. He's jolly.
Head of PlayStation Indies. What I love about working with independent developers are the new and unexpected games that they create, which allows us to offer an array of unique experiences for players. In my role as Sony, it's very exciting to get to meet with these talented studios, which sometimes can be one person or a small group of friends, to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with Gleb Lobanov, the developer of
The hell is this?
to publish their new game, Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Chicory released today and gives players the chance to experience a coloring book-style world where players use their painting powers to explore, solve puzzles, make friends, and draw on anything. Check out Chicory, A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after the show.
The fuck is a PlayStation 5?
As a huge Soulsborne games fan,
Is that
I totally
like an
enjoyed
Xbox?
the beautiful 2D action adventure Salt and Sanctuary a few years ago. The developer Ska Studios has been hard at work on a new title, which I'm proud to present to you, Salt and Sacrifice.
Uh-oh.
Our sins will catch up with us.
I dropped the thing. It's okay. Okay, this looks,
Always.
something weird about the player sprites. I was gonna say, yeah, it reminds me of
I was given a second chance.
like a blasphemous type thing.
I spoke the words.
But the faces of the characters remind me of something, and I can't put my finger on it. Is it Webkins? It's not Webkin. Webkin, which it's not. But I kind of like this, I think.
I live now only to hunt mages.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. The gameplay looks very floaty. And the limbs are independently animated, which isn't always a bad thing.
There aren't many of us.
But together,
We will
tame the chaos.
I was gonna say, is the name of this game Ball? Or Balt? And then I remembered, oh no, it actually was named
Thanks, Shu, and that's not all.
a moment
Today,
ago.
We're also able to share with you a brand new trailer from the upcoming Annapurna and Heart Machine game Solar Ash, which is coming to PlayStation later this year.
Balt? The name of the game is Balt? I hear that synthesizer. I mean, this is going to become more and more commonplace, I think, like overly stylized games like this. I like it. I think it's really visually pleasing. Again, this looks more like Journey than that other game, but there's other games I could reference, and I just don't remember the names of them. I don't even remember their existence, but this actually looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus a little bit, too. Okay. PS4 and PS5.
That looks so great. Can't wait to see it later this year. Now, this week there is a ton of video
Bring it to
game news,
PC,
but there's
cowards.
also a big game launching across console and PC, Chivalry 2, which brings 64-player multiplayer medieval battles to life. Sledgehammers, swords, axes, you name it, and it comes from Torn Banner Studios in my hometown of Toronto, Canada. Here's a look at the launch trailer for Chivalry 2, which you can play right now.
You know, they contacted me to be a voice of a peasant in this game 2 years ago, and I agreed to do it, and then I forgot. And then I lost the email chain. I just forgot about it entirely. And that's a weird little story. It's a true story, and it's kind of like, damn, I should have fucking did it. But I, you know, I forgot. I do like these types of games for a little while, though, like the Mordau types, where you use the swords, you kick, you punch, you throw the shield, you eat the dick. All those types of things, I enjoy them for a little while. I played Chivalry 1. I don't get, like, obsessive about them, though. But this looks pretty good. I might check this out. If I check it out, I'll do a little, you know, do a little thing for it. Oh, I have a phone call. Please, I will mute, please. Thank you.
This month, Valorant from Riot celebrated its one-year anniversary, and starting next Monday, June 14th, Prime Gaming members will get an exclusive player card to celebrate the one-year anniversary, and a pity party spray through June 25th. This is all leading up to the release of Episode 3 of the game later this month, which will be celebrated with an epic WW Fest Unlocked Year 1 stream on June 25th. But there will also be a new agent. Who could it be? Well, here's your first very, very exclusive but very, very quick tease to whet your appetite, with more to be revealed later this month during Summer Game Fest. I told you it was very, very quick. All right, warring PMC factions face off against each other in Escape from Tarkov, the popular multiplayer first-person shooter video game developed by Vinesauce Games. Today, we've got an exclusive new look at the streets of Tarkov, the new area of the game under development.
Oh, I played Tarkov for a little bit. Never got too crazy into it, but my guitar is ready. That's what the phone call was. I got new pickups for my Les Paul, and it was also a little bit of a crusty situation with that guitar, so I brought it to the guy that helps me out to fix them. Long story short, it's going to sound awesome. But yeah, this game is pretty great. It's a little too, for me, it's a little too much of a commitment. Like, you kind of have to really spend some decent time with it. It's tense, though. It's really... The few times I played it, the tension was insane. And this level looks cool. Truthfully, I may go get my guitar before my studio session, because that would be, I think that would be good. Meaning that I'm gonna have to continue this. You won't even know the difference, because I'm not gonna get spoiled. I mean, I don't really expect any huge announcements, so I'll probably just record in about 20 minutes, somewhere around when Green Day takes the stage. Did I just hear surprise, motherfucker? Isn't that a meme? It isn't. It's just a sentence. But yeah, no, Tarkov is pretty good. But like I said, I'll probably go pick up my guitar, and then when I get home later, I'll just do the rest of the commentary. I don't plan on covering every conference. I don't plan on covering every single thing. What I'll do is I'll do some of it live. I say live, I mean as it's happening. You know, record it. And then some of it, if I miss anything interesting, I'll just talk about it and watch the trailer. So I'll try to have some, not overly comprehensive coverage, but a little bit of coverage. Again, I'm not even a professional. I'm some dude. I'm really just some dude from New York. But if you like my reactions to these things, I can do that. I can do this.
My favorites, adding that extra salt on the fries in the theme park to increase your drink sales was so devilish. Well, many of the team members behind those sim games went on to create 2 Point Studios and 2 Point Hospital. Well, today we're excited to share the first trailer for their next 2 Point simulation, 2 Point Campus.
Student loans that last 25 years.
Gates, the scent of a leather-bound book, the faint clatter of knights jousting. Well, I can't say I remember that part, though it wasn't like this in my day.
Where's the drinking and weed smoking, though? Come on.
Campuses are forever changing. Nowadays, education has to be fun. It can't be all work and no play, and quite right too. Frankly, the results speak for themselves. Academia has never been more appealing.
Can I recreate the movie Real Genius with Val Kilmer? Looks like you can.
Today's campus is a place to live and a place to learn. Finely crafted by the sharpest minds that money can buy. Though sometimes you still can't get the staff. Yes, these days it really does feel as though anything is possible.
I mean, yeah. I do like games like this for a little while. I like that there's just knights going to college.
2 Point Campus. Class is in session 2022.
I don't think I've ever played a 2 Point game. I know
this
of
year,
them.
I am thrilled
I don't
to
think
have
I've played
Netflix
one.
as a part of Summer Game Fest. They have been doing
Cash that
an
check,
incredible
Jeff.
job
Cash it.
adapting games with series like Castlevania and the Dota anime. Well, there is a lot more coming, and you don't have to wait long to find out more. Tomorrow, I'm honored to be guest hosting Netflix's Geeked Week live stream with Mari Takahashi and Rahul Kohli. You can expect the first clip of the Cuphead show, which, spoiler alert,
What?
This show is going to be an absolute sensation. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane, the League of Legends animated show coming later this year, and we might also have updates on The Witcher and the live-action Resident Evil series.
Okay.
Geeked Week is streaming live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Here's a little sneak peek.
Okay.
What is Geeked Week? Netflix Geeked is hosting a free virtual event full
Look,
of big news,
geek graphics.
exciting first looks, and the people who make the shows and films you love on Netflix. Comics, games, movies, zombies, animation, sci-fi, fantasy.
Arcade, the Cuphead Show, Army of the Dead,
You don't need to cover Army of the Dead.
The Witcher, and much more.
People you love from the shows you love live.
A Cuphead and Resident Evil, though. Interested.
Enjoy Netflix Geeked.
Is that the sword from Majora's Mask? It looked like it. Huh. It's weird that Cuphead was based on old cartoons, and now the game is based on game, and the movie is based on game. Game TV show. I don't know what I'm saying.
They continue to do some pretty amazing IP crossovers. You may remember last summer we announced the Avatar: The Last Bender one. Well, as Smite enters
The Last
ninth
Bender?
year, it's time to go upside down.
You missed the word air, my friend. Hi! Ah, you can bite my shiny middle ass. I'm not the last one. How you doing? We're trying another Stranger Things game. I mean, that's all well and good. Where's the Marines? I want to see a platoon of Marines in the Upside Down. Oh, right, he just said it was Smite. I forgot what Smite was, sorry. Oh, there he is. What the hell? Alright. I'm never gonna play that,
Next
but
up,
that's fine.
We announce a lot of games on my shows, but I think this is the first time we are announcing an entirely new game label, new game publisher. Enjoy this first look at more than 12 games that make up its initial slate.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Let's begin.
Let me tell you, oversleeping sucks. I forgot to hit snooze on the alarm, and I think I overslept by an hour, and even that small amount of time was enough to just make me feel like a crust human. Even with coffee. Anyway, these are games. These are graphics. The editing is kind of giving me, like, rickets, but other than that...
My purpose makes me who I am.
Epic speech.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile.
Being relied on to succeed where others would fail.
You know what's weird is these are all different games. And I get they're trying to show their variety. But for a minute, I forgot they were all different games. And I was like, wow, this one game covers every aspect of humanity.
Prime matter.
I don't know how I felt about that. I think maybe each of the games should have gotten their own little segment.
There you have it, Prime Matter, Payday 3-2, and there is actually one more game added to the mix, and for that we go to Todd Hollinshead from Saber. Todd, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff. Thank you for the intro there. I'm really excited to have this little last edition, which is that Saber and Prime Matter are working together on a new game in the Painkiller franchise.
Okay. That's Painkiller.
All right, very cool on that.
Whoa.
And there are more details on Prime Matter coming tomorrow with a stream at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I will be stopping by. Next up is a brand new IP from a brand new studio, Stray Bombay. It's coming this fall only to Xbox, PC, and
I like the
Game
name
Pass
Stray
on day
Bombay.
one.
It's fun to say.
It's called the Anacrusis, a 4-player cooperative first-person shooter set aboard a massive starship stranded at the edge of explored space. You team up with your friends in an infinitely replayable fight against alien hordes to unlock perks, weapons, and new ways to play that you can share with your team. Here is the world premiere trailer.
Hello?
Oh, holographic pizza. Did you see that?
Stick together and let's do this. Is this a disco?
This I do not like.
Well,
Hit your pulse.
I don't know. Something about it lacks a little bit of a punch, but
If we open the doors and run.
the environments are cool.
No stopping, no shooting, just straight to the bridge.
Get that
There's something about that.
Really?
That could be cool. It needs a little more polish, I think.
From Latin, Brutus.
We'd sound smart calling them brutes.
Weed.
Dion, you don't want to get in here and help name these?
Nah, I'm good.
Brute!
Yeah, I mean it's Left 4 Dead. it's really, yeah. It's Left 4 Dead.
Awesome look. Thanks for that, Chet and the team at Stray Bombay. Tomorrow, tune into Summer Game Fest for a special deep dive presentation on New World, a new open world MMO from Amazon Games set on the supernatural island of Eternum. It's finally coming out later this summer, and in the deep dive video, game director Scott Lane will take players into the mysterious supernatural island that is a world of wonder and horror. Once you arrive, it's up to you.
It better damn well be incredible.
To take on a common enemy, the Tempest, who wants to unmake life. Scott and the team will detail updates to the game, including new mid and end game content, more PvE and expeditions, 5-player challenges with unique mechanics, bosses, loot, and more. 6 of these expeditions will be at launch, with the closed beta on July 20th and the public launch on August 31st. I will also be down at the studio to chat with Scott about the game and the team's.
It really is a bold move to start an MMO.
COVID. It is exciting for me to finally be able to get out there and visit game studios again. I miss all these developers. So check out the special deep dive stream on New World tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern at summergamefest.com.
I'll be here for that.
Right, well, back in 2018, Rocket League teamed up with Fast and Furious, bringing some of the saga's iconic cars into the game. And now they are back with a twist that is truly Rocket League, with Fast 9, the next installment of the Fast saga, arriving in U.S. theaters June 25th. Psyonix
There's
is
another
bringing
one?
back the Nissan Skyline, Dodge Charger, and, well, maybe the most literal, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered heist car ever conceived, the F9 Pontiac Fiero.
We go fast, we go furious.
I never understood the fascination with cars. I think they're fine, but like Jay Leno, dude, like nutting on the curves of the car.
Strap a rocket engine to a car and play soccer seems like the right idea to me. The Fast and Furious 3-car bundle arrives June 17th.
How do you even
Rocket League.
drive in the sky?
Next up, last year, a new Swedish company named Sharkmob released a teaser for their first unnamed multiplayer project in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Tonight, we're putting a name on their first game with a brand new world premiere trailer.
I never played Rocket League, by the way. I've only watched it played maybe for about a half hour. I know what it is. It's just, you know, car soccer. Okay, well, this might be the last thing I cover until later. I'm not expecting Half-Life 3. The lyric in that song just said, "Till I don't feel nothing." And truthfully, watching modern game trailers for 2 hours, and it's only been an hour, but yeah, you will feel nothing after a certain amount of time. It starts to become very samey. And that's not to say there aren't some really interesting little indie games and some weird graphical styles. And none of this looks bad. Like, this looks cool in and of itself. But yeah, it just, you know, it becomes like just a lot of shoot, and then the trailers become kind of predictable for a lot of these newer games. But, you know, maybe that's also just a me problem, and I'm a little jaded.
Can't wait to play this game, and we actually won't have to wait long. You can sign up now for the Bloodhunt.com is where you go for the closed alpha PC test, available on July 2nd. Bloodhunt will be released later this year. Next, the latest horror game series from the creators of Until Dawn continues with The House of Ashes, part of the Dark Pictures anthology. This third game features American and Iraqi soldiers stranded in a cursed temple. Here's the story trailer with the exclusive reveal of the monsters lurking in the depths.
All right, one more.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Every now and then it's funny because like some of the faces are amazing and then it goes to like a face and it's just like banana video game face. I'm like, oh, that took me out of it.
Or extremely foolish.
We're gonna psyop this shit.
Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself?
So this is a horror game.
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make.
It's like Eternal Darkness. There's that temple underneath Iraq or wherever it was, I forget.
We're on God's green earth have we landed.
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
You keep lookout.
Lookout? Lookout for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? Or be lost in the darkness?
Eternal Darkness. Well, that looks like a good movie. Cool. Okay, well, I will, I will be back. You probably will notice a slight cut, and I will be back explaining that I had to go. And you know what? Before you know it, I'll be back with more coverage. It just won't be me watching it live. So thank you, and see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back exactly where I left off. It's not like 8 or so hours have passed. It's not like I've been spoiled about the big reveal. Damn. You couldn't really avoid the spoiler, but I haven't seen the trailer yet, and I haven't seen the rest of this. And I've been told that it's totally safe, including all the music and everything. Well, I'm gonna take no risks. None. Well.
One of the longest, most beloved JRPG franchises in the industry is the Tales of series. Well, the latest game, Arise, was announced 2 years ago, and it brings the franchise into stunning 3D with Unreal Engine 4. Here's a world premiere look at the latest trailer, with more information following in the coming weeks.
Is this gonna be an anime game? Remember, if it's anime in any capacity, I have to avoid it.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the Danans.
I'm Dohilim Ilkaris. Should you need my skills on the battlefield, all I care for is maintaining peace.
Well, I've never actually played one of these games.
Of the Eldermenencia God.
But it kind of reminds me
When I fight to protect my dream.
of what they did with Xenoblade Chronicle Remake a little bit, visually.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
I mean, I gotta be really in the mood for a JRPG. If it's gonna be a new one. Like Xenoblade, which was great, and I still kind of kick myself that I didn't continue.
This is Tannin's realm and it's ours, understand?
Is it over? It's only just begun.
It's not over yet. Listen, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day, but for a moment I read that as Tales of Arse. Just for a moment. But then I didn't anymore, and it said Arise, and I noticed that, and I was like, oh, I won't even say this. Tales of Arse.
For Summer Game Fest, we have a special announcement for you. That the console version of Sky Children of the Light would arrive to Nintendo Switch on June 29th. And the Little Prince season would start soon after on July 6th. Enjoy the game.
So, like I said, there's a lot of these games, ultra-stylized landscape games.
One of the things I take great pleasure in is using a platform like this show to introduce you to new developers and studios with games that deserve the spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully. Planet of Lana tells the story of a young girl and her loyal friend who embark on a mission through a colorful world that's designed to feel like a gouache watercolor painting come to life. Here's your first look at the Planet of Lana, coming to Xbox and PC in 2022.
Do you know what happens if you spell Lana backwards? You get a different word. There we go, some stylized landscapes. Haven't seen those today. Listen, I'd rather this than all the fucking hyper-realistic Space Marine, like, muscle thick butt with big, strong, veiny, like, ribs that we were seeing, like, 10 years ago. In less than 10 years ago. It's nice to have some variety. But now, with everybody's attempt to be unique, it's no longer variety because everything is look uniquely similar. I don't know what I'm talking about. Disregard. I'm just waiting for 50 Cent's In the Club vocals to come in over the song. Or, here's one. What I got, you gotta give it to your mama. What I got, you gotta give it to your papa. Looks nice though. I mean, it didn't look unnice. Whatever it is, I don't know, but it's one of those types of games, but it looked like a good one. I mean, I don't know about the gameplay.
Beautiful artistic game. Honored to have that on our show. Well, joining me now is Aaron Keller, who's the game director of Overwatch 2. Aaron, great to have you here on Kickoff Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Yeah, we are excited to learn more about what's planned for Overwatch 2. You guys recently, you had a PvP live stream that I watched, and you revealed some changes coming to Overwatch 2.
King Arthas.
What's the latest?
Bring him.
Yeah, so we recently announced that Overwatch 2's format is changing to a 5v5 team format. This requires a fresh look at all of our heroes in the game. It should feel
what is it now?
new yet familiar to fans of our strategic team-based combat.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys playing, and you know, I long awaited for people to get a chance to go hands-on with it. And today, I know you brought us a look at some skins for some of the characters, right?
Yeah, the team is so passionate about updating the look and the feel of the world of Overwatch, and one aspect of that is creating entirely new models for Overwatch 2 for all of our heroes.
It is a sequel,
So today we're going to be looking at two of those, Baptiste and Sombra.
All right, well, let's take a look here, and I know you're going to tell us a little bit about what we're seeing, but it's so cool to see these characters brought into Overwatch 2. So yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, so this is Baptiste, and there's a lot of new technology that go into our models. We have new hair shader tech, excuse me.
What? Bill Hader technology.
Get the look that we're going for with his haircut. He also has a glowing cape and gloves that kind of give that medic or
Oh,
surgeon
cool.
vibe
Dance.
to it.
Yeah, dances. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Fortnite dances.
Yep, so next up is Sombra. This was a very challenging look for us to update. It's an asymmetrical design. There's so many layers of hair and clothing and technology in this. If you look closely, you can actually see circuitry and nodes embedded in her clothing. She's a world-class hacker, so it all makes sense.
No, again, it's, so great for fans to see these characters you know and love from the first game, updated for Overwatch 2. And we can't wait to see.
It's okay. Thanks, man, for showing up. But like, what is this?
Here, and I'm sure there'll be more later this year on Overwatch 2.
You bet. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thanks very much, Aaron. Now, recently I had a chance to play Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance with the game developer Jeff Haddam, Hannibal Buress, and Ember Moon from the WWE. That's right. You didn't expect me to say that. But this game is a ton of fun, and it's coming to Game Pass on June 22nd. Take a look.
Show us the new urine physics for TF2.
Hey guys,
2.
Keely, and today, as part of Summer Game Fest, we are going
I need to see those graphics.
coming out in just a couple of weeks. It is Dark Alliance, and we've got Jeff, one of the game developers from 2. Okay, Jeff. Special guests, Hannibal Buress and Ember Moon.
Okay.
So is someone getting prepared for this?
Oh, spikes. Oh my God. Traps.
Wow, Hannibal is looking fresh. What is going on?
A warrior's death. I died again.
I'm coming to get you.
Hey.
Watch it.
Oh.
Hannibal Buress live was amazing, by the way. I like that dude's stand up.
I can't believe I'm down. I'm down, people.
I think he was a little high, but it made it better. Anyway, this looks cool. I've been actually somewhat interested in this game.
Books, especially the Driss backstory, and I just connected with it on such an intimate level to the point where my wrestling character that everyone sees on TV is actually based on this character. The red eyes, even though Driss has purple, I just love everything about him, that he's just constantly the good guy the entire time.
I don't know wrestlers. I don't know Overwatch. I don't know Dungeons and Dragons.
That doesn't look healthy.
When's the Pink Floyd game?
All right, big thickums. Let me see what you got. You ain't got nothing on us, baby.
I'm here now.
Whoa. I spoke way too soon.
We got him.
Come on.
He's gone.
So it's like a co-op hack and slash. Is it a looter?
There you go.
Because wasn't there a Baldur's Gate game that recently is poop?
I had some weird dreams tonight because of that. Oh, he flipped us off.
Act complete.
That was great.
Did it.
I maybe. I don't know. I like shit like that. I do. I might be interested. I saw a trailer for that too, and I was like, oh, okay. Is this... Hang on. I have to play my own sounds. I don't want to get claimed or risk it.
Dax サチマグにフィサとクリーチャーズ Every week you see them swim and will cry For only ducks can't really perceive reality Glorious ducks
Presented by Prime Gaming continues.
I thought that worked better.
An amazing tease of the next Battlefield from EA, and if you want to dust up on the history of the franchise, its last big modern-day game, that was Battlefield 4. It's this month. Prime Gaming members get to download it and play it for free through June 20th. Now, there's no catch. This is the full-blown PC version of the 2013 game, and those only in Battlefield moments still hold up. Just head to gaming.amazon.com to redeem your free
It did look
copy
good.
right now.
I like
if you are
the
an Amazon
trailer
Prime
for
member.
Battlefield New.
This Sunday, watch the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase for the first gameplay footage of Battlefield 2042. Going to be really cool.
I'll watch that. But I was into Battlefield 1.
Look at another world
It's
premiere.
good.
Monster Hunter
Didn't
Stories
play
is
4,
coming
though.
to the Switch in July, and we've got your first look at the story trailer.
I'm not really going to have anything to say over this either, because I've not played Monster Hunter Stories.
Wings of ruin.
You don't understand. That Rathalos is...
I don't even know what kind of gameplay is in this. Is it at all like Monster Hunter? I ask no one. Is it like a turn-based RPG or...
let you interfere with our plans.
That's the monster Red Song.
Daruk's protection is ready to roll.
You suppose he saw this coming?
We won't let you awaken it.
It's like half chibi. Sorry, chibi. But yeah, it's, you know, Monster Hunter is good. I have faith in Capcom to make good games these days, mostly. Fuck you, Mega Man. I would like to see Mega Man come back. There's like a Capcom conference of some kind, and I'm hoping for a Mega Man thing. But yeah, this isn't exactly from me.
Next, this legendary rock band hits the road this summer on the Hella Mega Tour with Green Day and Fall Out Boy.
Jesus.
But first, they came together with an indie developer to create stream-safe music for the community. Yes, you can co-stream this performance, so turn it up. Premiering their brand new, never-before-released song, Tell Me What You Want, from Wavebreak. This is...
I don't believe you, Jeff.
サチマグニフィサとクリーチャーズ Every week you see them sleep.
Okay. What are we doing here with Weezer? Wow, Rivers Cuomo looks, like he's gonna chop wood at an office. What? Taksu. 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 I'm not really into Weezer. I liked their first album. I liked Pinkerton a little bit. But then, you know, that was the end of that. There's a good channel I recommended. It's this song. What makes this song stink? Beverly Hills by Weezer. Pat Finnerty. Watch that video. Now that's all I can think of when I think of Weezer. Sorry, Weezer. Is Rivers Cuomo complaining about people complaining about Weezer? Just do what you want, Rivers Cuomo. Don't worry about what people want. Oftentimes, these things don't meet. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but... Also, that dude does not age. He still looks like he's in his 20s. Just with a stash. $50. What a graceful 50 that is. So, you can't tell me that this won't eventually be put into some kind of system. You know what I mean? Like, a couple years from now, I'll get a claim.
Amazing.
Was it?
Thank you, Rivers and guys, for that. Both the song And the game released tomorrow on PC, Nintendo Switch, music streaming platforms, Twitch soundtrack, and a limited edition 7-inch vinyl on IM 8-bit. All right, well, right now,
no, that'll
let's turn
be
to a
claimed
game that we
not very
announced
long from now,
last
trust
year at
me.
the Game Awards. Endless Dungeon from Amplitude. We showed a brief glimpse of gameplay in December, and fans wanted more. Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
And words, man, we made them up!
I don't know why I still have that.
Stuck in this wreck until everybody learns the rules. Yep, all of them.
It's Life in the Fast Lane, but like a ripoff.
Certain weapons work
The music.
better on certain monsters. Learn it or die. Oh, option B then.
Are those some like Samus shoulder pads? Damn.
Rule number 2. Use turrets to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal. Because it's their catnip. And if it goes, you go. Yep, just like that.
All right.
Rule number 3. Watch your squad.
Is this a dungeon crawler or is it a defense game?
Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and the crystal, you can't do everything by yourself. If you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4? Well, if you've got all that going, but you still can't win, you gotta change the squad.
Oh, I was gonna say give up.
Tag team. I'm in.
So the shoulder pads were to carry the giant minigun, I understand.
What are you guys doing tonight? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5, you're probably
It's more
getting ready
realistic.
to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I've been playing it and having a ton of fun. Well, later today, the team at Insomniac is going to be doing a special launch stream on Twitch. And to tell us more, take it away, Marcus and Mike.
Hey Jeff and everybody watching Summer Games Fest.
Well, your hair is
Live.
weird. What's happening? It's like
Marcus Smith here,
morphing.
creative
Oh,
director
it's
at
the video
Insomniac Games
thing.
for Ratchet and Clank
It's
Rift
fake blue
Apart.
screen.
We're excited that players finally get a chance to play the game tomorrow, and to celebrate, we want to spend some more time with you today. At 2 p.m. Pacific,
If you can find a
5
PS5.
p.m. Eastern, to live stream the first hour of Rift Apart.
Hey buddy, I've got
Is that
PS5
right, Mike?
for you.
That's right. I'm Mike
And I got
Daly,
Pokemon
the
Shining
game director of
Fates.
Rift Apart. In addition to playing
$900.
video gaming the game, we'll also be taking your questions live and talking about what it was like to develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at twitch.tv/InsomniacGames at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
No, come buddy,
See you
please.
there.
Come, we go on Facebook Marketplace. Meet you in parking lot Costco.
All right,
Costco.
we're now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6. Giancarlo,
I knew
thank
it was
you for joining us.
Giancarlo.
So why did you want to take on this role?
Well, that was a
They
good
came to
paycheck.
me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that I play Anton Castillo, the leader of Yara, with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who first came from a love of his family and a love of his community and country. And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology.
Live conversation,
It's so
by the way.
brand new, and it excites me as a filmmaker that I wanted to be a part of it.
All right, well, you've played some absolutely amazing villains in your career. What was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you.
Okay, maybe it's a live conversation.
Stand up and speak your truth. Now you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling on the box. You're a good guy, right?
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason. How do you like that? Because I think part and parcel of us falling in line and doing what we need to do and thinking about the cumulative effect of our doing what's right, and the example of that is also to stand up. and say, no, I do agree that they're good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources, but really the dream of the ability of the dictator to cultivate those resources, something got in the way there.
Doodle dip.
And hopefully that can change
Sorry,
in the years
straight
to come.
doodle dip.
It's funny you asked me that question because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She'd never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this in college. Where'd my money go? So anyway,
All right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, and I have my favorites in those two. So you asked me this question. And you know, immediately I say Moff Gideon.
Yeah, he's got the Empire behind him.
You know, somehow
Darksaber,
Gus
blasters.
is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on Earth, but given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way, and he knows what you're thinking before you say it. And he does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right.
I can't help but like him.
Thank you so much,
Giancarlo Esposito.
We will check out the revolution in Far Cry 6.
And I can't wait for it to begin. Let the games begin!
Every great villain thinks they're the hero. Except Far Cry 6, I get to climb towers.
Prime unlocks a ton of in-game benefits for Amazon Prime members, like an exclusive Valkyrie skin in Apex Legends.
New villain per tower.
$200,000 in GTA cash every week you play GTA Online. And in Fall Guys, you get a special Burning Circuits costume for your bean through June 21st. Now, speaking of Fall Guys, the time has come to reveal a brand new costume coming to the game based on a legendary game franchise. Check it out.
But no, the Far Cry 6 thing is fine. I'm somewhat interested. Oh, I already saw a picture of this. Is this 2B from Nier Automata? Automata? Puta. Disipetuti papa? I don't know what how to say that word properly, but wow, something about that just is very strange. But I kind of want to see what they do. I feel like Far Cry 5 was a little too on the nose about some stuff, and I didn't finish the game. I've heard interesting things about. Maybe I should go finish that one day. I don't know. I think it's too late for that now. I don't think I care anymore.
When the vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering.
Is this Tales of Symphonia again?
And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. The vision is missing.
The sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. The winds are coming. Clouds high. The birds come!
Oh, that's Genshin Impact. Wait. But that game's out already. Oh, they have a lot of money.
We've announced games, a publisher, Prime Matter, so why not announce a developer too? And joining me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed Deviation Games. We know you guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch and Call of Duty Black Ops, but what can we expect from your new studio, guys?
Well, thanks, Jeff. And
is it a first-person shooter with tactical equipment?
Years. And we're like an all-married couple, Jeff. And we've been working together for decades. And we've worked on some huge franchises. You know the games. You know, they've done well. And but we thought, you know, when you're working on those franchises, the long-established IPs, you're working within very, very tight constraints creatively about what you can do. So we thought, after all these years, you know, What if we deviated?
Yes.
So that's Deviation Games.
Okay.
So Jeff, just trust me, all bets are off. From day one, we got complete financial security to work with creative freedom and time, not just to make a brand new IP, which is what we're doing, but a groundbreaking new IP with innovation at its very core. And the team at Deviation Games, the culture we have is really, really simple. There's no place for ego. It's the best idea that always wins, and that's Deviation Games.
All right, well, big ideas from you guys as we would expect. Now, I know it's very early and there is nothing to show on the game today, but can you tell us a bit about what kind of game you're making? What can we expect?
Donkey show.
You're right there, Jeff. Very early, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. So essentially, we spent the last year building the team, right? And so what we knew was we wanted to collect passionate, creative, collaborative people and bring them together kind of under one roof, and that's what Deviation Games is. So yeah, we don't have anything to show right now, but that collaboration, that imagination is going on, and we're going to have something that's going to, I think, leave an indelible mark in the industry when we come out.
All right, well, with you guys involved, as I said, we're excited about it. There is one more piece of the puzzle, though, that you want to reveal today, and for that, let's take a look.
Solid Snake reveal. I bet any chat that was streaming this, any chat alongside of this, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, or Pornhub, everyone was resident sleepering.
The stage has changed. Blue of PlayStation, so you're partnering with PlayStation. What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff. And the partnership with PlayStation,
we gamers get bored
all
quickly.
about quality.
Sorry.
From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality.
Game
and our
name
team
confirmed,
of
soup to nuts.
that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony, it's very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high-quality games that they do. It's hit after hit. It's award after award. And now we've been part of this process, and we see how they do things. It's really clear how they're managing to accomplish that. So we couldn't be more proud to expand PlayStation's portfolio, which we're going to do in a very, very significant way.
I mean, let's just face it, right? Sony rocks, and they get
Dev
our kind of brand
on.
crazy, so we're very happy with this partnership.
All right, so Deviation Games, PlayStation, brand new IP, a mega IP, it sounds like, coming in the future, and hopefully we'll see you guys again in the future to see more on what you're working on.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, Dave, Jason, thank you very much, guys. All right, well, this year is the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, and later this month, we are honored to be premiering the full Sonic Symphony performance. But right now, here's the Philharmonic Orchestra in Prague performing the music of Sonic Unleashed.
I was kind of wondering why he was introducing Phil Hartman to do Sonic music, but I was incorrect. Needle Mouse Symphony, numbers 1 through 9. I can show you the sky. So they're only going to show good Sonic games on the screen while these world-class musicians do this, right? I'm kind of like these lads. I don't know any of this music. But they just appreciate the music for what it is, right? For like, because it's good. Oh, I know this music. I like that flute thing when it goes. I don't know if there's a name for that. I didn't take orchestra. I skipped my orchestra classes. I actually don't know what Sonic game is on the screen right now. Was it Guile's theme? That wasn't live for Jeff.
Love orchestra music. All right, Sunday, Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun of Back 4 Blood. And right now, we've got a quick tease of a new boss and news on the beta coming later this summer.
The alpha was okay. It needed a lot of rebalancing, and those cards didn't really do anything to add to the game. It's really fucking tough. But I'm still willing to give this a shot. Like, I think it has a lot of potential. Oh, hang on a minute.
Full dip.
I'm gonna play my own music.
Granny creams, hot butter ice cream.
We take the hot butter.
There we go.
With the ice
Now
cream.
this won't get claimed.
Mix it up, cool, you can see it on your screen. Put it in your microwave, make it real hot like a soup or a dip. We call it heat and sip.
Very tasty and healthy too. Granny creams, hot butter ice cream.
One of the things I'm most passionate about is getting you guys access to play more games at home. Last year, Steam and Xbox did incredible demo events around Summer Game Fest, and this year, Steam's Next Fest starts next Wednesday, and Xbox is back again to do an ID at Xbox demo event, which I'm announcing right now. It starts on Tuesday, and it's completely free, no badges required.
Tuesday?
One of the games I'm most excited about in the lineup is Tunic from my fellow Canadian Andrew Scholdice. Here he is to give you a little sneak preview of the brand new demo, which you can exclusively play on Xbox starting on Tuesday.
Hi, my name is Andrew Scholdice, and I'm working on Tunic, which is an isometric action-adventure about a tiny fox in a big world, where you explore the wilderness, fight monsters, and find secrets. I first started working on it about 6 years ago, and it's been changing a lot over the years, but I'm really excited about where we've gotten it to today. So in Tunic, you start the game and you are a little fox that's washed up on a beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for,
is there a sword in there?
Lust for adventure, and you are going to wander off, and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe if you venture a little bit further, maybe you're going to find a sword. And it's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next corner. People have played the game at shows before, but we wanted to put together a brand new demo that was, for the home audience. And so it's full of never before seen stuff.
Well, this reminds me of another game series.
You haven't seen before.
Couple different ones, but one specific one who also wears a green tunic.
And Sable also is going to be one of the games.
Looks all right, though.
Along with a lot of other awesome titles, so check that out.
Looks like it'll be a good game for the Switch.
Next up,
the Switch Pro, which may or may not exist.
Ancient Norse-inspired co-op action survival RPG that you can also fully play solo. Classic hack-and-slash gameplay goes Viking in Norsefeld's Tribes of Midgard, launching on PlayStation and PC July 27th.
Oh, fuck. Midgard? Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2? No, I'm being clownish. I'm like a clown, almost. But this is Viking stuff.
But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed.
Another hyper-stylized environment. This one doesn't do as much for me. I don't know.
And use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the
this isn't Valheim, no.
For this world and everything in it will be destroyed forever. So take heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day, to venture into new lands, build to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures.
Build to greater heights and face fiercer creatures. I just keep talking in one incredibly hypnotic, unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic.
Deadly defenses. And grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way.
That looks like the Game of Thrones MacGuffin King.
Let's show them our might.
I don't know how there were like 4 other games that looked kind of like this, but better.
Can't wait.
I try not to be too negative about games that, like, I don't want to be overly negative because, like, you have to give these games a shot, right? And who am I? I don't make games. I'm some fucking dumbass. So maybe there's some good games in here, and then maybe that's a good game. But I'm gonna pass, I think.
We announced this game last December at TGA, and now it's time for an extended look at the gameplay. To tell us more, let's turn it over to my friend Tim Willits from Saber.
Hi, Jeff. It's great to see you. Today, we have some extended footage of The Evil Dead, the game. We are excited to show you this, and to help me explain it is Bruce Campbell. Thank you.
Oh, they got Bruce? I guess he wasn't busy working on a cameo in a Sam Raimi movie. I've seen Evil Dead, like, all of it last October for the first time. Like, I've seen bits and pieces of the films, but this is the first time I've seen all of them. So now I can appreciate this a lot more.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead, the game.
This kind of looks cool. Is this going to be cool?
You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare. You'll use savage finishing moves or tear evil a new one. Or, if you're not into the whole save the world thing, we have another option.
Escape?
You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick. Whether you choose the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before. You'll collect pages of the Necronomicon, uncover Nobi's lost tapes, and track down other legendary artifacts.
It's like a Dead by Daylight kind of thing.
You'll use a spell to send the Kandarian son of a bitch back to the hellhole it came from.
I don't know, this looks decent. Visually, it looks great. You know, it's being streamed, so.
For now, I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
Oh. Shit joke. It kind of looks like a lot of melee QTEs, and like we're getting locked into melee animations, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it looks visually. I hope the gameplay is there, because I love the atmosphere of the Evil Dead movies. Geez, yeah, that I would play this. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Oh, sorry, mic noise.
Okay, guys. Now it's time for the grand finale to the show.
It's time
This is
for
extremely special. Today,
no, Mario, please!
I'm honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase.
So this was spoiled.
Kick off the summer in the right way. So, without further ado, please sit back and enjoy this truly spectacular world premiere. It is finally time
for Super Monkey Ball New Banana Slammer Clam Jamma. I haven't seen this trailer. I heard it was revealed because the internet, of course, would do that, but I haven't seen it on purpose. And yes, I'm very interested in this. This will be a day one purchase for me, more than likely.
Soon return. Guided by grace, once lost.
So this looks a lot like Dark Souls.
The order is broken to its core.
It looks awesome. Oh man, those are some bloodborne-y, scummy things. I love that.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Yeah, I want this. I want this.
They will die in an unending.
Whoa. You can make your horse jump that high? I wonder what George R. R. Martin actually did for this. Like, did he write the lore? Like, how involved that is his involvement? He was like, I like dragons with 4 wings!
For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
Oh, fuck.
Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee now.
It's like 60% Dark Souls, 30%. Well, okay, hang on. 70% Dark Souls, 20% Game of Thrones. Okay, 75% Dark Souls, 15% Bloodborne,
Brandish the Elden
10% Game of Thrones.
for all of us.
I love that. That was... What is that? Okay, January 21st, 2022. Good. Well, that's half a year away.
It actually happened. Elden Ring is coming, as you saw, January 21st, 2022 to next gen, current gen. It's so incredible.
Current gen too?
And I want to thank so much Miyazaki-san and the team at From for sharing that in-game look at Elden Ring. I hope you guys are happy.
Wait,
oh my God.
is it going to be on PC?
All right. And that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part. And for you and watching around the world, it means so much to me. Summer Game Fest continues all weekend with Netflix Geeked Week and Prime Matter tomorrow, Ubisoft Forward on Saturday, and Xbox and Bethesda on Sunday, Square Enix as well. Head to summergamefest.com for the full and complete schedule. This is really just the kickoff to summer and a ton of other amazing events that I'm fully supportive of, and I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us as well. As for me, I'll see you again on August 25th for Gamescom Opening Night Live. And this December, I am so happy to say that the Game Awards will return as an in-person ceremony at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. More details.
Jeff, can I come? Can you invite me?
Thanks again for being a part of Summer Game
Jeff,
Fest.
he sent me a shirt and a pin.
And stay tuned for the Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine right now. Good night, everybody.
Like, I got a Game Awards pin and shirt from Jeff and friends. And I don't know how he knows I exist. I don't think he does, but I want to go. Can I go? Well, hey, that was pretty all right. That was a lot more than I was expecting, and a lot. Truthfully, when I started streaming it, no. Hang on a minute. When I was not streaming it, but when I was recording earlier, I was not expecting any like massive reveals. For me, it was just going to be like, okay, here's Jeff Keighley. He's going to talk about some stuff. Maybe there will be a couple reveals. Maybe it's just stuff we knew about. And then Elden Ring. Jeff Goldblum. Weezer. Wait, Weezer? And a bunch of other stuff, too. Some of it really looked good. I mean, you can go and listen to my impressions of everything. However, I'm going to do something that no one else is doing on the internet. I'm going to distinguify myself. Distinguify, because I'm going to go back to what I missed earlier in the live stream.
All right, well, that is all the time we have for our countdown show. Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest Kickoff
What am I
Live
watching?
is about to begin.
And the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, hell
Yes,
yeah.
That's really a thing. Now,
I can't wait for that Sonic Symphony
Some
Orchestra.
twists along the way today, And just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you.
Avengers Endgame?
This is just the start of a big Summer Game Fest weekend of news and updates
The game?
for fans, including live-streamed events from publishers like Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and more. You can head right now to summergamefest.com to track all the events, and believe me, there is a lot of great stuff coming your way. But today, we kick things off with a big 90-minute cross-industry showcase meant to put platforms and rivalries aside. We will have updates and news for you, no matter if you play on Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. The biggest games in the world will be here.
That's the thing I like that Jeff does, is Jeff tries to break some of this like fanboyism stuff, which I have been guilty of. And I think it's dumb. The only thing is I don't want to have to buy all of the consoles because, you know, you want games to be cross-platform. It's like, goddamn.
Of the next great adventure from Gearbox and 2K.
Well, anyway, I missed these. I was getting lunch. So I had not seen any of this. I wasn't even aware of its existence. Of this game called Prepare that we're about to watch.
Fate. It soars on the wind. It rises from the grave. It stalks the ocean floor.
Again, I'm watching a stream, a recorded stream of a stream, which is probably not the best for quality.
You cannot hide from fate. But you can.
Is this also a little cel-shaded?
Make your own.
Okay, cell shading, big wacky guns, but this time medieval. Andy Samberg. Wanda Sykes? Will Arnett. What? Pandemic was hard for work, huh? Oh, fuck right off. Wonderlands?
Roll for initiative, suckers!
What? I don't know who that is, I don't think. Did I play that game that she was... I don't remember.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is official, and joining us now is Tiny Tina herself, Ashley Birch. Hey, Ash, how you doing?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Great to have you here. So I think the big question everyone's going to have is, what is Wonderlands? What can you tell us about it?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
It's a high fantasy take on a looter shooter, as you saw, and if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll probably recognize some fantasy elements inspired by Assault on Dragon Keep, which was the Borderlands 2 DLC that were...
Has anyone ever made a Borderlands joke? Ever? No, right?
...is beloved by the devs, and so this kind of inspired Wonderlands.
Now, I think the elephant in the room is this a Borderlands game? Is it not? How does it relate?
So it actually isn't. It's its own standalone game. And
but,
people that love Borderlands are going to find lots of elements to love about Wonderlands, but it's its own thing. Tiny Tina's got her own thing going on now. So it's got its own mechanics. There's spell casting. You can customize your character this time, which is super exciting. And yeah, so if you love Borderlands, you're going to find stuff to love in this. And if you've never played a Borderlands game, this is a great place to start.
Okay, well, Tiny Tina gets her own game, which is fantastic.
Yes.
What is her role? Why does she get her own game?
So she is your bunker master. She is kind of guiding the narrative and changing it on a dime if she wants. And she's just taking your cast of characters, which is an amazing cast, through this wacky world. And she's taking you on an adventure to defeat the Dragon Lord. Who is that? I don't know. You'll have to play.
And I wonder who plays the Dragon Lord, because you've got quite the voice cast, including you in this.
Hello, it's me, Jeff Goldblum. I play the Dragon Lord.
A big experience. So this was a bit of a tease, announcing it's out there. When will we find out more about this game?
Hopefully this summer. And you can find out a lot more at playwonderlands.com if you'd like.
Okay.
But yeah, just stay tuned for updates.
All right, coming early 2022. So something to look forward to next year. Ash, thank you so much for joining us in person.
Well, it's a good thing they revealed this first, because then you're like, oh, early 2022, cool. But then you're like, oh, fuck, Elden Ring.
Brand new game announcement. This one you probably are not expecting. A classic 90s franchise is coming back to life as a grid-based tactical strategy title for Steam on PC. This is an insanely fun trailer. I hope you'll enjoy it.
So I'm aware. I think I was eating lunch, and I saw a little bit of this trailer. Yeah, the quality is kind of poop, isn't it? I know it's like it's supposed to be a thing that they're doing. I like grid-based tactical from time to time. This looks pretty cool. Music is dope. Yeah, this reminds me of a couple different games, but it's a good thing. It's a really universal kind of thing. Grid-based combat. It's similar across the board, and you know, its approach, but you can have different rules per game. I don't know what I'm saying or why I'm saying it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I may actually check this one out. Also, it's good to, you know, see variety. Like, this whole showcase has been... Sure, there's a lot of games that have that unique look, but yet they ended up looking kind of similar to each other, and then there were some big fight games where you shoot and fight, but then you have shit like this, and it's like, wait a minute, this looks pretty fucking cool. So at least there's some variety that Jeff Keighley got together here.
Another big announcement for you from a surprise guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their time.
I've seen this.
We chatted earlier, and I'm very excited to share this with you right now. Hello, mystery guest.
Hello, Jeff.
Mr. Kojima, it is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us from Tokyo. First of all, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things right now over there in Japan?
東京ではですね、まだ非常事態宣言っていうのが出てて、ちょっとコロナの、患者数が増えつつあると。で、ワクチンをそろそろ打ち出そうとしてる、そういう感じですね。
Well, we certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon. Let me ask you, as a creator, how has this past year impacted you?
今までのものづくりっていうのは、今自分がいる世界を見て、で地続きで5年後、10年後、20年後どうなるかっていうのを考えながら、
I mean, he somewhat predicted some stuff. There definitely was some parallels.
作ってたのが結構その10年後、20年後に当たってたりっていうのはあったんですけど、今回の DS に関してはもう発売直後になったので、ちょっとかなりものの考え方が変わったというか、ものづくりのスタンスがちょっと変わった。
He changed how he thinks.
いろいろ考えました。今後のものづくり。やっぱりエンターテインメントである以上、楽しんでもらって、
Oh wait, he's gonna make a game that's fun to play? That's awesome.
ものを作りたいっていうんですけど、こんなにも早く時代が追いついてくると、ちょっとなんていうの、フィクションじゃなくなってしまうので。なんで今回のコロナの中で、この先をどう作るかっていうのはいろいろ考えましたね。他のクリエイターも多分大きく考えていると思います。911の時と同じような感じだと思いますね。これからエンタメをどういうふうに切り取っていくかっていうのはやっぱり大きな課題ではありますね。
Well, I know we are all very curious about what the next era of Hideo Kojima entertainment is going to be. I don't know how much you can say, but can you give us any sense of kind of where your mind's at right now, what you're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
I've seen a little bit of this, but I didn't watch the whole thing because I was eating and not looking up at the screen for some of it. But I didn't realize he referenced 9/11 twice.
このコロナでギャラリとあらゆるものが変わっていく、ものすごいスピードで変わっていくんで。
God, I don't want to see a wave of pandemic games. I really don't. We don't need to relive that in video game form.
それをどうするかというその予測ですね。まあ、全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであればこの中でも関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントというのを作りたいですし、皆さんに起こりつつあることをエンターテインメントの中でちょっとこう紹介したいというのもあるので、今後世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上に
I get what he's saying while simultaneously not understanding it.
そこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます今。
All right, fair enough. I tried. Well, Mr. Kojima, honestly, I really do appreciate you making the time to stop by and just say hello to everyone. We miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next. So, thank you.
Jeff, one more thing.
Okay, so I did see this. I saw this. Granted, I didn't see all of it. But I am aware of what's about to happen. And, there was a meme already about, like, how Kojima shows up and, like, it reveals a game that's already out. Says a bunch of weird stuff and then just leaves. But the truth is, I don't really understand. I guess he's working on some stuff. I mean, he's a staple of the industry, and I do appreciate him very much, so it's nice to hear he's doing okay. I think that's what Jeff wanted, too. He just wanted to be like, let's have him check in so we can see he's doing well, and that he is thinking about creating alien interactions in his games, I guess. You know what's weird to me is that Norman Reedus definitely didn't do the mocap for this, what we're looking at right now. So it's literally someone wearing Norman Reedus's fucking skin, virtually. Is that a Godfather reference? The oranges? Don't worry about it. Listen, it's creepy. It's a little weird to think about that. Also, I see what's happening here. Right? There's the box. He gets in the box, but why? Is it a dig at Metal Gear? Is it... Is it for funny ha-has? Is it respecting Metal Gear and being like, you know, this is a thing that has come before? Handled with love. Fragile Express. Is it saying that Konami is fragile? Is it saying that Kojima created Metal Gear with love? Is it... What's new? What in... my brain. Director's Cut. Death Stranding Director's Cut. This game's out already!
There you have it. Death Stranding Director's Cut finally confirmed. I hope I make it into the Director's Cut. I'm told the full reveal is just weeks away. Stay tuned. All right, next.
Okay.
It's my honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary actor who dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like
and now
Black Ops 3.
We end where we began.
To have him here at Summer Game Fest.
With Jeff Goldblum.
How are you, my friend?
Thank you so much, Joffrey or
Joffrey, yeah.
Joff or-
Yeah, Jeffrey,
Jeff.
hello.
Hi, Jeff. Thank you for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show.
I will say, though, my Jeff Goldblum impression is terrible. That's why I always introduce it with, hello, I'm Jeff Goldblum. So, I don't know. It was an alright event. I think there were some good reveals. Gaming is definitely for gamers and game friends, and it's alive and well. And this is really just the beginning. Again, I'm not really sure which things I'm going to be covering, because there's a lot of things. In fact, there's so many things. I'm going to take a quick look. I want to see the E3 2021 schedule. I want to take a look real quick now and find out. So we had Summer Game Fests, and then there's an IGN thing. Okay, so pass. Hang on, I want I want to see Eastern Time, EST. So I can just make a very quick decision. Okay, so Summer Games Fest, right? Okay, Netflix Geeked Week, pass. IGN Expo, pass. Guerrilla Collective, probably pass. Ubisoft is June 12th, so that's on Saturday, 3 p.m. Maybe. Devolver Digital, maybe. So those are two maybes for me on that. At the very least, I can always cover the highlights. Xbox plus Bethesda Games Showcase is at 1 p.m. ET. That's going to be a yes from me. Square Enix E3 conference, that's also going to be a yes. Okay. That's June 13th. That's Sunday. Back for Blood, probably pass. PC Gaming Show, 5:30 Eastern Time. That's probably going to be a yes. Then we get Future Games Show. I don't know what that means. So I don't know what that means. So maybe. There's no Sony apparently. EA Play Live, it says here TBA. I don't really know. There is, however, Nintendo Treehouse Live and the Nintendo Direct at 12 p.m. Eastern, June 15th. That's a Tuesday. I will be definitely covering that. Steam Next Fest, the next day at 1 p.m. Eastern, probably. So those are the ones that. So let's recap. Here's the definites: Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix E3, PC Gaming Show, Nintendo Treehouse, probably Steam. Here's the big maybes. Here's the maybes. Ubisoft, Devolver. I'll probably get the Devolver one because they do stupid, wacky shit. So probably going to do that. It's a lot to cover, and I like doing it because E3 is a very exciting time of year, and I always enjoy checking out new games, and I enjoy the awkward presentations, which of course have seemingly all but been murdered. And it seems like now less awkward, more games, which is good, but less for me to make fun of. But I don't really mind. Just more good games, please. Well, anyway, thank you for watching Summer Games Fest coverage. I have no idea how we're going to put this stuff out, whether it's going to be edited or in its full, unedited form. But I hope you enjoy the coverage. I hope you enjoy the games. One day, maybe Jeff Keighley will invite me to his game shows. I don't know. Probably not. That's okay if you don't, though, Jeff. I get it. Thanks, everybody. See you with more E3 and more video games whenever. I don't even know what games I'll be playing during all this, but I'll try to get a couple going. So, take care.